Hi everyone, this is SNOOZE.T, the channel about the UFOs, UAPs, bringing you news, stories and the background. My name is Alex and I'm back in cooler northern Germany. Who to trust in UFO mythology and what is the narrative of the UFO mythology? This is the thing with the UFOs. Who to trust? Who is making things up? Who has an agenda? This is such a wonderful area for all the conspiracy theories. It is wild. Crazy things become the norm. Normal things become crazy. There are villains and saints. There are acts of humanity and acts of terror. You get it all in this arena. How to navigate through this jungle of fact, fantasy, well-meant nonsense and targeted misinformation? I have my own approach, which I share with you. We humans have a very well-developed quality which is very precious and we are often not aware of it at all. It is what some call a bullshit alarm. This is this ability of our brain and intuition to spot who's fake and who is not. Since the dawn of time, survival of each human depended on this very quality and we honed it over thousands of years to a perfection. Let me have freedom to observe people in their natural environment, be asked questions, having their character tested by external events, have me observe their body language, and it is very difficult, almost impossible for anyone, even professional actors, to fake authenticity. Then, if the observer has enough experience and ability to check facts, and combine all this information, it is very easy to spot who is genuine and who is fake. I'm not talking about lying about one issue. We're all very good at that. I'm talking about being authentic about a complex subject or a story, having the right body language, and not veering from a story even by accident, and confessing genuinely to not knowing. You can relate to such a person. He or she has that aura around them. Charisma, genuineness. Can you fake charisma and authenticity on a subject you do not believe in? It is very hard. Also, another very simple check is finding out the motivation behind the person's story. Does he or she benefit in any way by his or her behavior? Financially, by gaining status, position, power, advantage of any kind, and so on. I am not suggesting that the people must be right. What I am suggesting is people have to believe in what they are saying. That is a very important distinction. Take the example of a Philip J. Corso who wrote the book The Day After Roswell. If you are a journalist, you can paint his character in any way you want. You can make a villain or saint out of him. You can spin his character in any way you want. But if you take time, listen to the man in the interviews, watch his body language, listen to what others have to say about him, you will probably come to the same conclusion as me. The man is genuine. Do I agree with him that the ETs are a threat to humanity? No. But that is not important. I do not expect everyone to agree with me either. On the contrary. Another example. The experiencers, or as some call them, abductees. If you listen to them, observe their body language, their emotions, the way they express themselves, their background stories, they're so genuine, you almost feel that emotions yourself, the terror, the elation, the higher consciousness they touched. And then you see some people who claim to be abducted by ETs with this sort of nonchalant lack of emotions in their stories, the general nature of their stories, the things thrown into the narrative ad hoc like they do not even matter. It is so easy to spot who's fake and who's genuine when putting these humans through the scrutiny of the bullshit alarm, observing their emotions, body language, diction, and the small details in their stories. We can also check roughly if the people's stories are in line with the contemporary UFO narrative. This is a good rule of thumb. Nowadays, with the history of the modern UFO phenomenon, there is generally good understanding of the whole narrative. People do not have to agree on the details, but the main construct is there. Here it is. We have been visited and we are visited, and there is enough physical evidence for that in the public domain. We do not know who from where visits us, and I'm talking again about the information in the public domain. We know there are technological aspects of those visitations, such as observations of flying craft and their maneuvers. We know there are intelligent occupants in these crafts. We know people have interactions with these beings, but we do not understand the nature of these interactions. Are they mostly physical, or are they predominantly on a different consciousness level, basically creating another reality in the experiencer's mind? We also do not understand the aim of these interactions. They're often done without conscious consent of the humans, at least in this dimension. I believe we have a framework nowadays which makes some sense, but the framework has difficulty bringing together the technological and psychological aspect of the phenomenon. Something tells me from all the research I have done that the key for our understanding of the UFO phenomena, and even perhaps making broad contact with the visitors on a societal and planetary level, lies in the consciousness aspect of it. I fear it is hard to make planetary contact as our society has become so materialistic and technological. I'm not saying technological progress is wrong. What I mean is we have become addicted to technology as if it was magical trinket, and we have largely lost connection to the mystical, another level of consciousness. Okay, going back to my original question, who to trust? Well, someone is telling me with a smile, without any sign of personal emotion, that he talks to reptilians, I tend to switch off. If someone tells me the ETs are coming to get me and we are all doomed, I switch off. If someone tells me there are exactly 27 species visiting us with detailed description of each species, I tend to switch off. Why? Because my BS alarm is fully on. It is usually too perfect, too detailed, too unemotional. If someone tells me she has had experiences she doesn't really understand, she has the body language matching her emotions, she feels like she needs to tell the story, but is embarrassed about it for a fear of ridicule, she is afraid or elated and even confused, I will definitely listen with all my ears. So, there it is. That's all I have for you today. Subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you next time with some other UFO stuff. This is SNOOZE.T. Peace be with you. Let's wake up.